thank you. How's everyone doing tonight? You guys good or what? Alright, good shit. So, I'm Native American. Give it up for that. I made it off the res, dude, for real though, you know? A few stops for gas and everything, right? So whenever anyone finds out I'm Native, they always ask these stupid questions to me, you know? Earlier today, I was here in Santa Fe earlier, and I was trying to park in the drive-thru. And this lady approached me, she was all, sir, how are you doing? And I was like, don't say how, that's offensive. She's like, really? I was like, nah, I'm just kidding, how are you? You good or what? She was all, can I ask you a question? I was like, yeah, go ahead. And then she was all, I don't know if I should say this. I'm like, bro, right there. If you have to fucking open with that to complete a stranger, don't say it. I was like, yeah, okay, let's ask you a question. She was all, do you sit Indian style? Yeah, one guy. I was like a lady, everything I do is Indian style, okay? I do not have a choice in the matter, you know? So to be fair to her, she did have a strong follow-up. She was like, how do you celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day? And I was like, all right, that's a good question, you know? If you guys know, we don't celebrate Columbus Day no more, right? We celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day here in New Mexico, right? That's right. Columbus, some fucking random European on a fucking yacht, right? Hitchhiking on the open ocean, you know? Typical man, didn't ask for directions. Oh, okay, all right. So this is what I told them. This is how I celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day. So I find a random white person, I go to their house, and I do not leave, you know? All right.
I'll see you later.
If I'm in a great mood, I'll fucking sell it back to them after, you know? Alright. And looking at me, I don't look like a comedian. I kind of look like an out-of-work Los Only Boys guitar player or something, right? I kind of look like a middle-aged Jacob from Twilight, you know? Or an alcoholic Antonio Banderas, you know? Alright, cool, I'm going to talk about my life. I used to work at a restaurant. I brought this guy his drink, it was a Coke. I brought him a Coke, he was like, excuse me, I ordered a Coke Zero. I was like, alright. So I poured the drink out in front of him and gave his drink back to him, you know? Alright, think about it, it makes sense later. Alright, thank you. I was at a restaurant earlier today, and this lady came up to me, she was like, how may I serve you? I was like, well, you can bow down and chant. But I guess that's not how they roll at Chick-fil-A, you know? Like, bring my chicken sandwich, bring some extra sauce, you know? I heard this shit the other day, and someone told me the customer is always right. If you guys hear that, the customer is always right? I feel like that's discrimination. I'm left-handed. Alright, all the lefties in the group got that shit. So I have a library card. The library card actually lets me check out people from the library. That's that joke, thank you. My favorite drink is ice on the rocks. Alright, thank you. Someone tried to give me some life advice today. They're all, do one thing that scares you every day. Do one thing that scares you every day. So I was like, alright. So I tried to fuck a ghost. Thank you. I can't even read my fucking handwriting. You got it. Alright, thank you. So when I am bored, didn't you guys get bored? You guys get bored, huh? Oh yeah. Right? So when I'm bored, I like to take bottled water to a river and then just like drop it in and be like, you're free, you know? Alright, I'll keep that in my set, thank you. Alright. So more about myself. I work for nonprofits. Anyone else here work for nonprofit organizations? Alright, good for you guys. Good for you guys. It totally lives up to its name because I haven't made a profit since I started, you know? I actually work for a nonprofit. We give, you guys know what henna tattoos are? Yeah. So we give henna tattoos to the elderly because they're not going to be here forever, you know? That was a layer later. So another quote I read today about life, it's not about the number of breaths you take, but it's the number of moments that take your breath away. Beautiful, right? I really experienced that when I went scuba diving with no oxygen, you know? That's funny. I'm gonna keep that one for myself. Someone asked me, "Are you a dreamer?" I'm like, "No, I just like to sleep." You know. Okay, thank you. Anyone else here in relationships? Yeah. All right, you better clap if you're here with someone else. You know. Relationships are the only ship that you will abandon intentionally. You know. All right. Okay. So I was in this relationship. My ex, she asked me, she said, "I need some space from you. I need some space." I was like, "All right." So I drove her to NASA. She'll be in the next shuttle launch, you know? Okay. All right. I don't know how about, let's see. Relationships, man. Relationships need balance. It does not need to be a balancing act, you know? That's just a fact for you guys. It's not a joke. I think that's all I got for you guys tonight. My name is Herrera. Thank you guys so much.